Nowadays, drugs are everywhere. They're in small towns, because people don't have anything else to do, and they don't, can't spend their money on anything. Like in Pekin, there's no place for these young people to go. There's no video game places. There's no pool halls. There's one bar, but you got to be 21 to go in there. So, what else have they got to do? And once they start doing the drugs when they're in school, they just continue, after they're 21 and so on. You know, when I was growing up in San Antonio, Texas. That's where I'm from. And it didn't seem like the drugs were as prominent as they are now. You know, they were around, and you had a choice of whether you wanted to do them or not. But there was so much activity in San Antonio to do besides the drugs that you did other things. You know, here in small towns, they're limited as to what they can do, so they turn to, the drugs for their excitement, I should say, whatever. It just small towns are tough on young people because there is nothing to do. And it's tough on, middle class because they got to drive so far to get good work or good jobs that pay something that they can live on. These nowadays, the older people, the ones that are retired from jobs, are actually taking the young kids' jobs like McDonald's or Burger King. They're taking their jobs because they got to supplement their income because of the prices of their medications or whatever. They on their fixed income is not good enough to live on, and since they take the jobs away from the younger generation, well, it's a vicious circle. It seems like the drugs are more prevalent than they were 10 years ago. But everything has kind of come out in the open, in the past 10 years. The gays have come out of the closets. The mixed marriages are prominent. It just everything. So everybody was probably doing everything back then. You just didn't know about it. Now everybody does it, and they don't care. They're out in the open with everything. So, you just have to learn to live with it, or because there's nothing you can do about it. I just take my little piece of the pie and I just leave everybody else alone, as long as they leave me alone.